That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe. Welcome to a beautiful day of baseball here on JCTV. Today it's Jeffco, Jefferson College Vikings, matching up against Metropolitan Community College Maple Woods out of Kansas City, Missouri. And it's Corey Kyle on the mound for the Vikings. And he's facing TJ Smirker, who pops down the bunt. It's popped foul back over our heads. It's Smirker, the second baseman for Maple Woods, to lead things off, then Rashad Jackson and Stephen Ross. And Smirker, the Maple Woods hitter from Hillsboro, Missouri. So back home today, facing Jefferson College. As there's a ball, so that evens things up to 1-1 here on Smirker. Two 2-1 now. As that one missed outside. Jeffco having a great year, 27-16 overall, as that one is grounded past the third baseman. Jordan Coons made a dive for it, but passed his glove, and Smirker's on. And it's Rashad Jackson playing third today for Maple Woods. So Jeffco 27-16 overall, 16-3 here at home. So the Vikings with an excellent home record, 9-13 on the road, and 15-1 in the conference as Smirker's back safely after the throw. And Corey Kyle's ready. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike, as Jackson showed bunt for a second but pulled it back. And the Vikings pitcher Corey Kyle, 2-2 on the season. 4.50 ERA, and they got him over at first. So there's the first out after Smirker picked off. Nice throw by Kyle, and nice play over there by Garrett Yates, the Vikings first baseman. And the 0-1 in there for strike two, 0-2. And that one misses for ball one. So 1-2. Here to Jackson. No score early on, one out, top first. And he got him. First strikeout on the day for Corey Kyle, 2 down. And Stephen Ross, the designated hitter. So a leadoff single for Smirker. He's picked off first, and then Corey Kyle gets Jackson looking on the strikeout. And that's in the dirt, ball one. 1-0. And Maple Woods, of course, the community college out of the Kansas City area I mentioned, and the alma mater of Albert Pujols, as Ross swings and misses. Wanted to see if Albert would make it down for the game today, but don't see him in attendance, so I'm surprised by that. As this one is popped in to the back of the infield. And there's the third out. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. No score early on. Bottom of the first, no score here between Jefferson College and Maple Woods. And Luke Schlechte will lead things off for the Vikings. And after Schlechte, it's Kyle Morris and then Jeremy Patton here in the bottom of the first inning. Schlechte pops that back foul. It's Luke Irvin on the mound for Maple Woods. And Schlechte leading the Vikings in average, 427 at the start of play. Schlechte fouls that sharply right side. 0-2. He's tied for the team lead in home runs with 10. Jeremy Patton has 10 as well. And Schlechte tops in RBIs with 39. 10 doubles, 56 hits. And he takes ball one there. That one was close, but missing just a bit inside. So 1-2 on Schlechte. Quite possibly the Vikings' best hitter. And 2-2. And Schlechte, the sophomore from Imperial. And that one outside, so a full count here on Luke Schlechte. And Schlechte out in the left today for the Vikings. And he'll be on with a leadoff walk. And here's Kyle Morris, Vikings second baseman. Morris, 386 average on the season. 9 homers, 27 driven in. So no outs here. And there's the bunt from Morris. Schlechte over to second and one down. So the sacrifice is good. Schlechte moves on over into scoring position. And Jeremy Patton, Vikings shortstop. As I mentioned, Patton tied for the team lead in home runs with 10. He's got 32 RBIs, and he's hitting .425. So right there along with Schlechte with some impressive offensive statistics on the 2009 season. And that one floats and misses. High and outside, ball one. And this game is actually rescheduled due to weather, and boy, what a gorgeous day for it. In fact, some of the best weather we've seen so far this spring. Ball two, low. And a couple of home games left if you want to come out and catch the Vikings before the 09 campaign comes to an end. April 25th, St. Louis Community College Merrimack will be in here for a 1 p.m. doubleheader. And Webster University, the JV squad, will be in here at noon for a doubleheader on May 3rd. And that was ball three. So we have no score here early on, 1 out. Schlechte at second for the Vikings. And 3-0 here on Patton. And that's in their first strike. So Patton, the red shirt freshman, as Irvin takes a look at Schlechte. He's back over at second. No throw. The 3-1. Ball four. So 2 on with 1 out. And the second walk of the inning for Irvin. Trey Sorrells, Vikings catcher. Well, 2 on and 1 out here for Sorrells. 333 on the year. At the start of play, he's got 23 given in, and there goes Schlechte, and he's in there. So Schlechte at third with a steal. So runners at the corners now. And that last pitch, a ball. 1-0 here on Sorrells. The 1-0 is jacked into left center, but the catch is made out there for the first out. But Schlechte will tag and score, and the Vikings are up 1-0. On the sack fly by Sorrells. So 2 down for Preston Aldridge, designated hitter today for the Vikings. And Patton still over at first. That one popped right side out of play. So that was Sorrell's 24th RBI on the year. And that was Schlechte's 49th run scored. Here comes the 0-1. And misses outside, ball 1. 1-1 on Aldridge. Aldridge, the freshman from O'Fallon, Missouri. And there goes Patton. And he's safe. The ball was dropped out there. Throw was on time, but unable to handle it was Tommy DeBone, the shortstop for Maple Woods. So 2-1 on Aldridge, and Patton over at second after the steal. Fouled sharply off to the right side. Aldridge hitting .314 at the start of play. 3 homers, 21 RBIs. And the 2-2 from Irvin. In the dirt, ball 3, and Patton over to third. So full count, runner at third for the Vikings. And 2 down. Vikings on top 1-0 after the sacrifice fly from catcher Trey Sorrells. And with the chance to add one more here, we'll see what happens on the payoff pitch to Preston Aldridge. Aldridge popped back of the infield, called off, and the catch is made. So that's the end of the first, but the Vikings jump on top 1-0. Be back in a flash on JCTV. Top of the second, Vikings have the lead 1-0 here over Maple Woods. Adam Seal will start things off for the Monarchs. On the outside corner for strike 1 from Corey Kyle. The 0-1 swung on a miss, strike 2. So it was 3 up and 3 down for the Monarchs in the top of the first. There was a leadoff single by TJ Smirker, but he was picked off of first base. Then Kyle struck out the next hitter and got the final hitter to pop out. And there's a strikeout. Seal called out on strikes. That's Kyle's second. Matt Garza now. Left fielder for the Monarchs. There's a curve for a strike. And there's a ball. 1-1 here on Garza. There's a strike outside corner, so 1-2. Vikings on top 1-0. And this one ripped into center field, but Jake Lucci grabs it for the Vikings. 2 down. And it's C.J. McElroy. He's patrolling right field for Maple Woods. There's a strike on the outside corner. So Kyle throwing strikes early on here. And the Vikings on top, 1-0. So far, no hits for the Vikings, scoring that run on a walk from Luke Schlechte, and he ended up scoring as that one is hit to center, and there's a hit. So McElroy on base with 2 outs. And it's Matt Saragusa, Monarch center fielder. So in the bottom of the first, Schlechte walked. He got over to second on a sac bunt. He stole third and then got home on the sac fly by the catcher Sorrells, and that accounts for the Vikings' first run of the day. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And that one low and outside. Missing, 1-1 here on Saragusa. It's McElroy over at first after the single. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Throw over, and he's back. And the regional tournament right around the corner for Jefferson College coming up in early May. So that one is foul. 1-2. May 6th through the 10th, the championship tournament of Region 16 out at St. Louis Community College Merrimack. So not too far away if you want to get out on the road and support the Vikings. That one low, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Saragusa, 2 outs. Top 2. Struck him out. Nice pitch by Corey Kyle. That's his 3rd strikeout. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Vikings on top, 1-0. Jordan Coons will start things off for Jefferson College here in the bottom of the second inning. Vikings on top, 1-0. Coons pops that. Right side end. That'll get out of play. Coons, the Vikings' 3rd baseman. 352 at the start of play. 16 driven in on the year, 2 home runs. And it's 0-1. That one outside, ball 1. Luke Irvin back to work for Maple Woods. And there's one low, ball 2. The 2-1 taken for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Jordan Coons. And Coons is on to lead things off with a walk. That is Irvin's 3rd walk on the day. And one of those already came back to bite Maple Woods as Schlechte walked and scored the Vikings' first run back in the bottom of the first. And here's Jake Lucci playing center today for the Vikings. Lucci hitting .341 on the year. He's got 2 home runs and 13 RBI. And Lucci showing bunt, pulls it back. And that was ball 1. Coons left the bag, but he didn't go out there. He's still at first. And deja vu there. Lucci showed the bunt, took it back. It's ball 2. And Jordan Coons getting off the bag at first, but getting back quickly as the Maple Woods backstop showed throw, but didn't actually make it. So 2-0 here. No outs here in the bottom of the second. And ball 3. So we've seen Jake Lucci bat in the leadoff spot several times. He's hitting down in the order today and takes strike 1. And throw back over, but Coons back in plenty of time. And here comes the 3-1 to Lucci. Ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning and 2 on and nobody out for Garrett Yates, Vikings first baseman. And as that was Luke Irvin's 4th walk already on the day, Maple Woods coach will come out and talk things over. And as they do, we will take a quick break here on JCTV. Vikings have the lead, 1-0. 2 on and no one out for Garrett Yates, Vikings first baseman. A couple of walks here in the bottom of the second to put on Jordan Coons and Jake Lucci. Yates has 18 runs driven in on the year and 3 home runs, and showing bunt. That one's low. Yates looking over, getting his sign. The bunt again. That's laid down over near third. And very good bunt from Garrett. The sack is good. 1 down. And Yates made it close over there at first. So Coons and Lucci advancing on the play. Lucci at second, Coons at third. And Jordan May now for the Vikings. Vikings right fielder. So the sacrifice is good, and it's runners at second and third with 1 out for Jeffco. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. May, the freshman from St. Louis. And there's strike 2. May hitting .315, 3 home runs, 17 runs batted in. And the 0-2 from Irvin. Ball 1, 1-2. So the Vikings have the lead early on here, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the second. 2 runners on. Coons at third, Lucci at second. And that one, hot shot, but foul. And in the dirt, ball 2 to May. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out. Very calm day here at the field, not too much wind. As May grounds that past the third baseman, fair ball. It will score 1 for the Vikings, and here comes Lucci. 3-0 now, Jeffco on top. And May into second with the double. we're back to the top of the order for Jeffco with Schlechte. And that one will be foul. So a couple of RBIs there for Jordan May. His 18th and 19th on the year. And that one way high, ball one. So evens things up to 1 ball, 1 strike here on Schlechte, who walked in the first. So a couple of walks in the inning, a sac bunt, and the 2 RBI double by May. Vikings on top 3-0. That one low in the dirt, ball 2. That one sharply back to the screen, strike 2. And there's a nice breeze, but nothing as strong as we've had here in some recent games at the baseball field in Hillsboro. And when that wind's blowing out, we tend to see some home runs, as the 2-2 is high for a full count here on Schlechte. And Schlechte hits the 3-2 out to center, but it will be caught. But advancing on the play over to third is May. So Schlechte advances the runner on the fly out. Kyle Morris for the Vikings. So 2 outs and a runner on third. Jeffco on top, 3-0. Morris pops it up. And there's a third out, but the Vikings add 2 more and lead this one 3-0 over Maple Woods. We played 2 on JC TV. Top of the third. Corey Stiefer to lead things off for Maple Woods. Corey Kyle back for his 3rd inning of work. There's strike 1 to Stiefer. And strike 2. Kyle is hitting his spot so far. Some good movement on his pitches. And that one a bit outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Stiefer, 3rd baseman for the Monarchs. And got him. The 4th strikeout for Corey Kyle. And I figured that was a strikeout, but I always want to wait. The ump with that late call today. And that one offered at with the bunt, but strike 1. Adam Seal up for his 2nd at bat. He struck out, or excuse me, it's Tommy DeBone, the 9th place hitter here in the Monarchs lineup. Looking at the wrong line there, 1-1 here in DeBone. Playing short. Ball 2. So Kyle striking out 4 so far, and many of those have been looking as this one hit deep into left center. But there's the catch made out there by Luke Schlechte. So hit deep, but it's just a long out number 2. And now we're back to the top of the order. It's Smirker. He singled back in the first, was picked off. Strike one. And with little wind today, some of these high fly balls probably would be out of here on other days that we've seen that wind blowing out here at Vikings Field, but they're staying in the park so far. Bit outside there. 1 and 2. And that one a bit high for ball 2. So 2 and 2 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Vikings out in front, 3-0. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kyle's 5th strikeout. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Vikings have the lead, 3-0. The Vikings shortstop, Patton, will lead things off in the bottom of the third. Patton walked in the first, takes strike 1. There's ball 1, 1 and 1. Patton up the middle, base hit. So runner on first for Trey Sorrells, Vikings catcher. He had a sac fly and an RBI in the first. This one's popped up and up into the net. So it's 0-1 on Sorrells. Patton at first after the single. That was the Vikings' second hit so far. 3 runs on 2 hits. A couple of walks have come back to hurt Maple Woods as that's fouled back to the screen. And the 0-2 here comes from Irvin. As this one deep out to right center, and there's the catch right near the track. So 1 down. So a couple of long fly balls, but all staying in the yard so far here between Jeffco and Maple Woods. 3-0, Vikings lead it. Preston Aldridge is the hitter. Throw over. Patton back safely. There goes Patton. Aldridge gets into this, out to center. But catch is made, and Patton has to go back to first. So another hard hit ball, but that one right to the center fielder. Jordan Coons. He walked back in the second inning. And he scored a run for the Vikings in the dirt. Nice stop there by Maple Woods catcher Seal to prevent that from getting behind him. Throw over. Patton back. And the 1-0, that's in there for a strike at the knees. So 1 ball and 1 strike here to Coons. 2 outs, bottom 3. Coons to right. And that one is grabbed by the right fielder out there, McElroy. Vikings on top, 3-0. We've played 3 here on JCTV. Right back with the 4th. Corey Kyle back out there on the mound, beginning his 4th inning of work. Rashad Jackson will hit for Maple Woods. Lays down that bunt, but foul. Jackson struck out in the 1st, one of 5 strikeout victims so far for Kyle. The 0-1 swung on. Morris got his glove on it, but just got away from him. So Jackson on first. And here's Stephen Ross for the Monarchs. So a runner on first and no one out here in the 4th. And Jackson over to second after that one in the dirt, and Sorrell's having trouble finding it. And so Jackson gets on after the air and makes his way over to second. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 here on Stephen Ross, the DH. The 1-1 rip to left. There's a hit. They'll send Jackson. And he'll be in there safely. The throw to second. And they got him out there. So Ross thrown out, trying to advance on the throw. There's the first out. But the Monarchs do score a run. It's 3-1. Adam Seal now, catcher for the Monarchs. He takes ball 1. That one low. 2-0. Is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Two balls, 1 strike. There's ball 3. That one was low and outside. So 3-1 here on Seal. And there's a walk. That's Kyle's first walk on the afternoon. And here's Matt Garza, left fielder for Maple Woods. He lined out to center in the 2nd. So 1 out, runner on first for Maple Woods. Throw over, but it's in the dirt, and that's off Yates' glove. So Seal back safely. So Maple Woods scoring a run this inning after Jackson reached on the air and made it over to second on the ball in the dirt. As there's a big swing and a miss, big rip for strike one. And then he scored on the RBI single by Ross. But then Ross thrown out, trying to stretch that single into two. And nice throw from Sorrells, the Vikings catcher, to gun him down out at second. Throw over, and he's back. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Garza. 1 out. Vikings on top, 3-1. There's a strike. 1-2. And there's a ball. 2-2. Evens things up. Another throw, but Seal back in plenty of time. So 2-2 on Garza, 1 out. Runner on first for Maple Woods. Here it comes, struck him out. Kyle's 6th strikeout. And 2 down for C.J. McElroy. That one ripped for a base hit. Seal rounding second, he'll stay put. So runners at first and second for Maple Woods with 2 out. And Matt Saragusa will be the hitter. Center fielder. He struck out back in the second. So 0 for 1. So 2 on with 2 out. Vikings lead at 3-1 here over Maple Woods. As this one's grounded to third. Force at third, and there's the 3rd out of the inning. Vikings still on top, 3-1. And we'll be right back. Watch the Vikings hit in the bottom of the 4th here on JCTV. Vikings on top, 3-1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Jake Lucci will start things off for Jeffco. Lucci walked and scored a run in the second. And there's a strike. One catch in the outside corner. The 0-1 from Irvin. Lucci showed the bunt, pulled it back. That's ball 1. Irvin starting his 4th inning of work. 3 earned runs on the afternoon. Lucci pops that left side and foul. One and 2 here on Lucci.
1 and 2. By the way, over here, Jake. Come on, baby.
Lucci drives the 1-2 to second. Showing some speed, but there's the 1st out. Garrett Yates now. Yates with a sack bunt. And he takes ball 1. And that sack bunt from Yates back in the second moved both runners up, and they both were able to score on the double by Jordan May. So big sacrifice there for the Vikings. As Jeffco leads at 3-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Yates. And that one's foul. So Yates is ready for the 1-2 pitch. And that one a bit high. Ball 2. And Yates drives the 2-2, but foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Yates. And the pitch from Irvin. That one, ball 3. So a full count with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th as that one gets away from Irvin. So he's got it. We'll come back to the mound. So full count, 3-2 on Yates, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Irvin this afternoon. And here's Jordan May. May with a big hit for the Vikings, that 2 RBI double. And May throws down the bunt. And May will beat it out. Put that one right where no one could get to it. Perfect bunt to get on base. So the bunt single puts a runner on for Luke Schlechte. And that one gets away from Seal, and May into second. So now May in scoring position for Schlechte.
Find a corner, find a gap here.
And the 1-0. Schlechte pops it up. And there's the 3rd out. Vikings, though, still have the lead, 3-1. We'll be right back with the 5th on JCTV. Top of the 5th inning, Corey Stiefer will start things off for Maple Woods. Corey Kyle back to work for Jefferson College. Vikings on top, 3-1. That one low and outside, ball 1. And swing and a miss. There's strike 1. Stiefer got a piece of it, but it's back to the backstop. Sorrells will come out to the mound and have a word with Kyle. Kyle pitching well so far through 4 innings. 4 hits, 1 run, an unearned run as that runner reached on an error, and 6 Ks. Only 1 walk. And here's the 1-1. Ball 2. And this one hit hard to left, but that's foul. Stiefer 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in the third. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Stiefer out to center, but Jake Lucci had a nice read on that one and makes the catch. So 1 down. Tommy DeBone. And the first base ump says he did go. There's strike 1. Ball 1. 1-1 on DeBone. He flew out to left back in the third. Ball 2. 3-1 for the Vikings. 1-4-0 for Maple Woods. There's a strike. 2-2. And this one grounded to short. Patton to Yates, and they say he beat it. So DeBone on first. So Tommy DeBone just beating the throw from Jeremy Patton. So he's on with 1 out.
Let's roll it up here.
And back to the top of the order, TJ Smirker. Throw over and gets away from Yates, but DeBone doesn't have time to go anywhere. Smirker from Hillsboro. And this one over to Coons. And there's the second out. Rashad Jackson. He's scored Maple Woods' only run. And DeBone over at second now, advancing on the previous play. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The Monarchs' third baseman reached on that error, and he ended up scoring after an RBI single from Stephen Ross, the man on deck. DeBone got back on that one, no throw.
Ground ball here, Corey.
The 0-1 swung on or pulled back, and ump says he didn't go. So ball 1, 1-1 here on Jackson. So 2 down. Runner on second. Here comes the 1-1 from Kyle. And nice pitch, but ump says it's ball 2, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike on Jackson. 2 down, DeBone on second, and time called and granted. The 2-1. Swung on. May barehands it or tries to, and unable to come up with it. So runners at the corners. That one scored as a hit for Jackson. infield single. So Jackson at first and DeBone at third, and Stephen Ross. Ross with an RBI single in the fourth. So 2 down and 2 on. There's a strike. Jackson's got a lead at first. The 0-1. Low. 1-1. Here on the DH. Ross, 2 on and 2 out. And Ross gets into this one out to center. Lucci, what a grab. What a play by Lucci to end the inning. Into the wall. So the Monarchs strand 2. Vikings still have the lead, 3-1. Back with the bottom of the 5th here on JC TV. Kyle Morris to start things off for Jeffco. Vikings on top, 3-1. Morris takes a ball. And what a play by Jake Lucci in the top half of the 5th to track down that ball in center. That was a hot shot. He came down with it and hit the wall, hung on to it for the 3rd out. And that likely would have tied it. So some good defense for the Vikings as Morris fouls that bat. It surely would have scored 1 for the Monarchs. But either way, the play was made, and the Vikings still have a 2-run lead. And Morris takes ball 2. Or ball 3. 3-1 here on Kyle Morris. And Morris gets into this one out to center. And that's off the wall. Morris into second with a stand-up double. So that one was real close to getting out of here, but just off the top of the wall. And Morris is on to start things off here for Jeffco. And here's Jeremy Patton. A walk and a single today for Patton. Morris has his lead out there. That's outside. So we have seen several rockets off the bats today, but so far no home runs. And on some of the other games we've seen this season, many of those balls would have been out of the park. But no wind today, or at least a very light breeze. And there's a ball, 2-0. And that's got to be a factor. A 2-0 outside for ball number 3. Ball 4. So 4 straight puts Patton on first. And 2 on and nobody out here for Trey Sorrells. And Maple Woods will bring things into the mound. And we will take a quick break here on JCTV. Vikings on top, 3-1. 2 on and no one out here in the bottom of the 5th for the Vikings catcher, Trey Sorrells. And they got Morris. And there's the first out. So Morris caught in a rundown out there. Patton's still over at first. Outside, ball one. And that one gets past Seal out there, and Patton will move up on the wild pitch. So runner on second for Jefferson, and one out, 2-0 here on Sorrels. And Sorrels pops that back and out of play. So 2-1 with one out, runner at second. 3-1. Sorrels with a sac fly back in the first. That put the Vikings on top. And they've had the lead ever since as Sorrels out to right. And there's the catch made out there. And nice throw over to third. So Patton, no chance to advance. Here's Preston Aldridge with 2 outs. 4 hits on the day for the Vikings, 6 hits for Maple Woods, but Jeffco leads at 3-1. And look back over to second, Patton back in there. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from Irvin. Bottom fell out of that one. And the 0-1 in the dirt for ball one. Two outs here. It's the bottom of the fifth. Vikings on top, 3-1. It's Patton at second. 1-1. And strike two as Aldridge swings and misses. Breeze picks up a bit. The 1-2. Fouled off. Aldridge 0 for 2 on the day. He's popped out. He flew out. Irvin shakes off a couple of signs. Now he's got the one he wants. He's ready. The 1-2. Low. 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Aldridge, 2 outs. Runner on second for Jeffco. They lead at 3-1 and struck him out. So the Vikings strand a runner, but they still have the lead 3-1. We'll be back with the 6th on JCTV. It's a new pitcher for the Vikings in the top of the 6th. James Huddleston, the freshman righty from Columbia, Missouri. And the first one to Adam Seal outside. Seal 0 for 1 with a walk. There's a strike. And ball 2, 2-1 to Seal. The Vikings pitcher Huddleston with a 2.19 ERA on the year. He's appeared 9 times, 12.1 innings pitched, and 6 strikeouts. As this one hit the second, Morris over to Yates, 1 down. And here's Garza. The Monarchs left fielder has lined out. He struck out. 0 for 2. He gets into this one out to left center, but that will stay in the park, and Schlechty's got it. 2 down. So a couple of quick outs for Huddleston and the Vikings. And there's a strike to C.J. McElroy. McElroy 2 for 2, a couple of singles. This one will stay fair. Huddleston's got it. And 3 down. So a 1-2-3 inning for Huddleston and the Vikings. They lead at 3-1. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th on JCTV. Luke Irvin back to work for Maple Woods. And Jordan Coons will lead things off for the Vikings. He pops this high to the left side. Rashad Jackson's there, and he's got it. Out number 1. So Jackson making the catch in foul ground. And here's Lucci. Jake Lucci, 0 for 1 with a walk. He's scored a run and made a couple of nice plays out in center. And a great play, making a catch and running into the wall to get the Vikings out of a jam earlier on. And Maple Woods had 2 runners on in that inning, and Lucci ended the threat with that great catch. 1-0, and there's strike 1 to Lucci. And the 1-1 missing outside, 2-1. Vikings on top here, 3-1 over Maple Woods. And Jeffco will look to close things out in the top of the 7th. See if they can add a few more here. Lucci right back to Irvin. Nice play there. 2 down. Garrett Yates, Vikings first baseman. And Yates to second. And the third out, the Vikings go 1-2-3. They lead it 3-1. And we'll see what happens in the top of the 7th. Be right back on JCTV. Rob Wart, the Vikings closer, is in the game, looking to preserve the Vikings' 2-run lead and end this one with a W for Jeffco. Wart, the sophomore from the area, as that one fouled off. Wart from St. Charles, Missouri, so not too far away. It's Matt Saragusa at the plate for Maple Woods. He's 0 for 2. Wart with 8 saves on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 2, looking for his 9th. And the 0-2 from Wart. Struck him out. 1 down here in the top of the 7th. And the first pitch to Corey Stiefer is a ball. That was Wart's 15th K on the year, and that's foul. So 15 strikeouts for Wart in 15 1/3 innings pitched on the year. As the Vikings asking for that ball back. They're going to chase it down, see where that went. And the 1-1 floats in there for ball 2, 2-1 here on Stiefer. And 3-1. Foul back. 3-2, full count here on Stiefer. So I guess that one ricocheted and went into the woods, that last foul ball. And the Vikings with a team going out to look for it. In fact, almost the entire dugout was emptied as this one to short. Patton over to Yates, out number 2. So the Vikings 1 out away here from getting the win. Tommy DeBone, the last hope for Maple Woods. 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Low, ball 1. Two and 0. That one low again. So Vikings lead this one 3-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And Wart trying to close things out. That one was high. So Wart getting behind in the count here.
All the way back here, 2-3.
It's 3-0 to DeBone. There's a strike, 3-1. And there's a walk. So DeBone on with a walk with 2 outs. And TJ Smirker will step to the plate. 1 for 3 on the day. Smirker from Hillsboro. Back home. And that one misses. So 2 outs. Runner on first for Maple Woods. 1-0 here to Smirker. There's a strike at the knees from Wart. And throw over, put the Bond back safely. So the Vikings looking for their 28th win. And fouled back, strike 2. So Smirker in the hole now, 1-2 with 2 outs. And Smirker is the tying run here at the plate.
Finish up here. Play for B.
And that one misses, ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Smirker. Runner on first for Maple Woods and 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Vikings get the win, improving to 28-16 on the year. Corey Kyle gets the W, Rob Wart gets the save. And thanks a lot for watching Vikings baseball on JCTV. We'll see you next time.